Welcome back to another episode of Hate It or Love It. I am your host, LenDale White. We are sponsored by our guys over at SteadyPicks. I got my brother Jamie Winborn back with me again. It's the end of the season, so we like to bring back some guests that showed a little bit of fight during the year. Not I be blowing people out the water. So when people show a little fight, it's good to bring them back on the show. You know what I mean? And you have good insight, man. What's going on? How you feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling blessed. Just ready to see what these people gonna do on this field, man.
Hey, I was 7-0 last week, man.
Yeah,
I was smoking hot last week. I don't know how I did it, but I did it, man.
Yeah, you was in the game. I saw that. I was like, oh shit, I should have been betting. I should have been betting with my brother right there.
I'm telling you, people be thinking it's the game. It's like if you would have put them in, you'd have been feeling it. And if you would have did like a parlay with that, you know how good somebody would have hit. Hey, it's neither here nor there, man. It's all about trying to get a game on to the next person. And with that being said, we getting straight into it, man. We have because I told you on this show we are biased. They have my Alabama Tide, man, the Roll Tide. Yeah, they are heading in playing Michigan. Michigan is ranked number 1 overall. They do have Michigan at -1.5 points. Hate it or love it?
I love it. I think no, I'm sorry. I'm backwards. I hate it. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm thinking of it right, if I think Alabama gonna come to play, man. But Michigan, they're gonna come to play too. So, that's a tough one, really, because I can't go against Milroy though, man. I think the kid's got something special going on. I know they're gonna be up to play. They mad about they Alabama gonna be ready to play, man.
Yeah, and when you say that, we're biased on my show, so I'm gonna go ahead. I said this earlier this year. I'm sure you was on it, and I told you. I say I don't bet against Nick Saban, especially after he lost the game and he's coming back and he's down. He's not favored in this game. Man, I'm going with Nick Saban. To cover in this one, and I think that they win by at least a touchdown. Like you said, the quarterback's playing out his mind, and I think he knows who he is right now. So
I'm from Alabama, right?
Yeah,
I was supposed to have been a Crimson Tide or War Eagle or all of that, but none of my teams in there, so I'm going with Alabama for sure.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it. Roll Tide. they got the over under for this game at 45 points. Hate it or love it.
I don't like that. I don't see it getting like that. I think the defenses are too good. I think they both play some really good defense, man. And 45. I got to think of that. 45, okay. Touchdown, 2 field goals. They might can do that, man.
Yeah, to me,
they can do it.
I'm gonna love it. I just think that it's a ball game. I'm not saying that's a lot of points. It'll be a defense. It'll be like a defensive battle for sure.
Yeah.
But 23
to
21 ain't. You know what I mean? 23 to 22 ain't. That's not a lot of points. So, but I think that they can. It'll still be a defensive battle. I see something like like a 31-21 or something like that. But I do see Alabama, rolling on and probably, as we roll on in, we might as well have it on. We got the Texas Longhorns up. We're biased on this show. Burst the Washington Huskies. And they have Texas at -4. Hate it or love it.
I don't like that. I don't like that one. I'll say I hate that one.
You think Washington's gonna play?
Listen, I remember what I said last time. I don't know how many weeks ago that was. They were playing what? Who were they playing? Washington State and played Oregon State.
Yeah.
Last time we were on, I like that Washington. I like that Phoenix, man. I like that guy. They play for him. That team. I like that team, man. So I wanna say, I think they'll come out and they'll be ready to play. In Texas, I don't think the guys. They got firepower, but I just don't think they have the type of firepower that this guy's got. A couple first round guys he's throwing to. I think they just have too much.
With that being said, not so fast, my friend. I'm taking my guy Sark.
Young too, and all them boys.
Yeah, no, they my guys, but I'm taking Sark. I just believe that Sark wants to go back into this. He wants to see the Alabama second, and I think the world wants to see this Texas versus Alabama matchup for the second time this year because I think that's going to probably give us the best matchup. Now, I'm not mad if Washington.
It will give us the best matchup, though. But go ahead.
If Washington comes out and they're playing elite ball, then I can't be mad at that. I'll love to see it. It just shows me that the Pac-12 was not full of hype, and they could play with anybody. So I wouldn't be mad at that. But I'm going with Sark. We're biased on this show, although it's I'm putting them down. I'm riding with Texas this week, man.
Yeah.
For this game, they have. Clearly ain't nobody playing defense in this one because they have the over under at 63.5 points. Hated to love it.
Oh, I love that. I love that because they're gonna throw everybody's gonna be scoring.
They're gonna score.
Yeah, both of them gonna do some high scoring. So we'll see what happens.
I love the over too. I like to see high scoring. I'm an offensive guy. What else can I say? I don't mind seeing a touchdown for a touchdown. To me, that's football. You know what I mean? And you get one or two stops in there.
Just make them earn it, man. They just got to stop these punk. I ain't gonna say that. I can't say that. I'm sorry. These penalties, man, that they be doing. I was like, let them play ball, man. Just let them play.
Yeah, but you a linebacker, and I get it. I respect it because not just you being a linebacker. I hear what you're saying. The game is getting to a point where you got to stop every 2 seconds. You're talking about, is it a targeted foul? We know the kid wasn't targeted. He was making a play on the ball. Like, you can clearly see it, but if you slow anything down, millimeters per second or however, I don't know how it goes, but if you slow it down that slow, of course you could turn anything the way you wanted to. So I'm with you, man.
Yeah, that's all. I just want the kids to have a fair shot at winning,
Yeah.
That's all. They're doing the best they can do, though, so I can't complain.
Yeah. I think they also, so we both believe they go over. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
And those are the college football playoff games this week, man. I mean, coming up on January 1st. So, you tune in. We're coming to the end of all this football, and that's going to be, obviously it's the last 2 games before the big game for them. So, and with that being said, we get straight into week 17 of the NFL games, man. And they got, my Lions, Dan Campbell's Lions. I told everybody at the beginning of the year they were going to win the division, and they won the division. You check my Instagram. I said this. I didn't need to be. I told you, and I've been riding the coattail every week.
I'm 100% with you on that. I told people, way in the beginning too. I said, listen, man, you better watch them Lions. I'm watching them play, and they playing some good football over there. I mean, they playing damn good football. I mean, and look at them. Boom. They don't want it. They in there. They doing their thing.
It's crazy because they got them at the Cowboys right now, or Cowgirls rather, and Cowgirls have been, sliding down that hill. They've been slipping, man.
Yeah.
Well, right now, I'm not sure if this is a typo or not, but they have the Lions at -6.5. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that's well.
Oh, that's.
I ain't gonna go on Dak like that, man.
I believe. I'm not here to. I'm not saying Dak or not. I just if let me see.
You sure that's right?
I know. I'm looking. Okay, no, they got the Cowboys at -6.5. I knew some. I had to make sure.
Okay, that's why I'm like. Now wait a minute.
They have the Cowboys at -6.5. Hey, I love it.
Okay. No, I like that. I can go with that. That got a lot to prove. They're gonna come out there ready to rock.
Hated it. Like they used to sell in living. Hated it.
Yeah, I just the Cowboys, they just have so much talent, and I think they can play, man. And see, when them coming off of that loss like that, I just think that you know how it is when you come off a loss like that, man. Everybody on pins and needles. You know what's happening next year. If y'all don't, they gonna clear house if y'all don't play well, man. You know what time it is.
Yeah, but what makes me scared about that. See, the thing about this is I don't have to. They just have to lose by 3 points, and I still win. That's what I'm saying. If the Lions only lose by 3, I still cover in this. So that's why I say I hate it. I just don't think that the Lions are going to fold right now. I know they division champs, but they still want to show, the NFC that we still are one of the teams you're going to have to come play. And the Cowboys are showing me that if you rush the quarterback and get him uncomfortable, it's going to be a very long game for them.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I believe that that the Cowboys will get that good pressure. I mean, I think they'll get that good pressure on them. I think they win by like 7. They're 7 or more.
You love it, I hate it, and that's why welcome to hate it or love it. And I'm on it. They got the over under in this game at 53 points, 53.5 points. I'm gonna say I absolutely love it. I just believe both teams can score 53. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's going to be a super high scoring game where they're just going to be going crazy. But I just think that the Lions have enough firepower. And with that being said, if you guys haven't cashed, thank you. If you haven't cashed in on my Amon-Ra St. Brown, he will have 4 receptions at least with over 40 yards and a touchdown.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a lock.
2 weeks in a row. I'm telling you guys, if lock it in, he will do it, man. So I love the over in this, and I love Amon-Ra to have 4 for 40 in a tug at minimal.
Yeah, that guy's bad. Nobody believed me about that dude in the beginning. I told him, I saw his interview way earlier when listen. When a guy knows everybody that got drafted before him, he's got something to prove.
Yeah, he's dangerous.
And he is on his mind, and he's athletically and stuff. He was already doing it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, his dad's
now they hitting me back saying, "Oh man, I remember you told me about that." Yeah. Well, if you just watch the film, stop listening to people and watch.
That's all you gotta do. Never lie, man.
Never lies.
And next up, we have you taking the over in that one or under?
I'll take the over.
Okay, we both love the over. I'm not
I'll take that.
Smart man. Next up, we have the big tuna fish. That's the Dolphins, man. Heading in to we're biased on this show. I told you this. My Lamar Eugene Jackson Ravens. And we're talking about an MVP worthy Lamar Eugene Jackson that people, mind you guys, at the beginning of the season, all the teams could talk to him. And do you remember everybody that came out and declined? I sure know you. I know Lamar remembers this clearly. So I'm taking Lamar. I'm telling you, I'm just taking Lamar until he proves me wrong. I'm not going with nothing else. I know what the spread says. I'm just taking Lamar. Lamar's going to win this game, and the Ravens will win by a touchdown.
I ain't going to lie. I just watched this dude again. I've seen him plenty, but I just watched him against, our team. I'm a Niner to the heart.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, I saw the dude doing some stuff out there. I'm just like, man, it's like the what he's doing with the position. It's crazy, man. It's really crazy. I can't go against him on that. Now, the next time I'm going against him is when he play us.
Yeah.
Let that be known.
Yeah, that's what I feel you. And I'm not going against Lamar Eugene.
No, don't go against him.
And I love the Dolphins. Wouldn't be surprised if the Dolphins figure it out. And because they have so many weapons. I'm not.
Yeah, but defensively, they are not on the same level as the Ravens.
Yeah, they got some dogs over there, and they got Lamar Eugene Jackson.
Yes.
By the way, they have the over under at this game at 47 points. Hated to love it.
47. I'll go with it. I think Lamar will put up some points, man. I think both of them, of course, you got those guys on that side. The Dolphins, they're going to put up some points as well. And I know Lamar is good. He's good he's going to get at least 26 or 30. I don't see, that's like new age. That's the future of football. That's what that is. We're watching it.
Yeah. This is tricky. I can see this going either way for sure. I can see them scoring up a ton of points, or it could be one of them, them hard fought games. But I'm gonna say the over again. The offense in me says this game goes around 55 points or something like that. For sure.
I like that. I can go with that. Tua's gonna fight now. They're gonna fight.
They're gonna fight. And Mike, he know what he's doing. He got some studs. That's what I'm saying. He know what he's doing. They ain't just gonna fold by no means. So,
but there's also 2 great sets of corners over there on each side. That's also, so we'll see. I mean, but I think it'll be a decent scoring game. I expect, somebody to get in the 30s, if not both. To be honest,
I love those type of games. That's good football, man. It's a good night of watching football.
Absolutely.
Next up, man, we have the Saints. The Saints are heading into the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, I feel like, are fighting. They're a divisional leader, if I'm not mistaken, right now. So they fighting for their playoff lives still. Maybe the Saints could play ruiner, but they have the Buccaneers at -3. Hate it or love it.
I don't like that. At -3, the Bucks. No, I don't like that.
You think the Saints come in and play spoiler?
I think so.
I can't lie. I kind of agree with you only because I know how
they're better than people think.
They have studs for sure. But
yeah.
what bothers me is that, and it doesn't bother me. Let me take that back. What kind of Baker's really good, but it's like when it's time for him to be good and take the next step, for some reason it's like we see the old Baker, you know. So, man,
I just think, well, number one, I know he's hunting for a new deal, and whenever when that new deal is on the table, you gonna bring he's gonna bring his
different for sure. It's not like you don't.
And the team likes him. Those guys like him. You know how we are when we watch sports. We looking at everything, the mannerisms on the sideline. Do they like this guy? Does anybody talk to him when he comes off the field? Tell him, come on. I think they like this guy, and that's why they go. And he's got somebody over there named Mike Evans who's
played college. I think they know. Yeah, they know each other pretty decently.
So. And trust me, he's gonna get his that game. And So
Mike Evans will have a touchdown this week for sure.
Oh, that's a lock. That's a
lock.
Yeah,
I like the Buccaneers to seal the deal too. I wouldn't be surprised though if the Saints come in and play spoiler, because like I said, Baker plays up here so much, man, and sometimes out of nowhere he'll just fold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
it's not his fault, man, because sometimes playing for the Browns in the past, it's not like you had so much.
No,
you know what I mean? Let me keep it real, man.
Yeah. But I mean, it's gonna be a game, because like you said, the Saints, they do good at capitalizing. Once they, you get some turnover, they get a turnover or two on you, man. You know
what?
They'll stick around.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm taking the Saints. Saints for the upset.
I'm telling you,
something in my stomach. I'm going Saints this game, man. I think the Buccaneers will have a good, solid game and they'll play good, but it'll be a last minute heroics by the Saints that'll end up winning this game. I feel like the Saints take over.
Yeah. What's his name? Ogavi or
Olavi. Ohio State, by the way, they suck, but he is a baller.
Yeah, he balls.
Speaking of Ohio State sucks. Hey, but they have the over under at 42 points. Hate it or love it.
40. I don't like that. I hate that. Well, 42, 20.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. I don't feel it. I'm like you. I'm a gut person. I don't feel it.
So you say under 42?
I say under 42.
I say under 42 as well. I
really do.
I don't know. These offenses definitely have a lot of firepower, but for some reason it goes extinct early.
It doesn't come out. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's clogging it up in there. It ain't coming out like it's supposed to.
Man, next up, this probably to me gonna be one of the games of the week. Man, we have Mike Tomlin Steelers heading into Sneaky Pete, my guy, Sneaky Pete Seattle Seahawks. I think Mike Tomlin is still. I don't know if he's at the door or if they're still scratching him playoff. You know what I mean? But he also Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season in his career. So with that being said,
I'm going with Tomlin.
They got the Seahawks at -3.5. So you taking the Steelers?
Yeah, I'm taking the Steelers. They're gonna play. They're gonna try and get that. I'm gonna take the Steelers on that. And I think JJ Watt gets 3 sacks.
3 sacks? You want to lock that in? You say JJ sacks a lock for 3 sacks?
I think he gets 3 sacks.
So we would say plus 2.5 sacks is a lock.
Lock 2.5. Yeah, because they ain't gonna be able to hold him. They're not gonna hold him down. He's gonna ball.
I think Mike Tomlin, I heard him talking earlier today, and he said something like, this is what we get paid for. You better put your big boy shoes on. Like,
you better do it.
And when I hear him talking like that, I feel like like you said, they're gonna have them boys coming to play.
They get me
man, the Steelers is like that, man. So I can't, excuse me, fight on Trojans. I'm watching the Holiday Bowl. Shout out to my dog Jacoby Lane. He just mossed the person. I can't help it, man. It's just in me. Fight on to the Trojans, baby.
Yes, sir.
With that being said, I'm with you. I'm taking Steelers. I'm taking Mike Tomlin. Even without the Beijing, I'm still riding with him, man. I'm going Mike Tomlin with the non-Beijing still.
Yes, sir.
They have the over-under on this game at 41.5 points. Hate it or love it.
41. I don't like it. I hate it. 41? No. Hold on. I've been going hate it all day. I'm gonna like it. I think they put some points up.
I hate it. 41 looks about right, only because I don't know what's going on with these offenses from day to day. The Steelers, they don't have a quarterback. They got Rudolph. Yes, they have some. The running back is nice. The younger dude, number 30. I like Najee Harris. That's my dog, regardless. I just know how it is. It's like Tony Pollard with the Cowboys. They thought he was going to be a great, like he's going to have 2,000 yards rushing when Ezekiel. They don't realize that Ezekiel was one of the guys that helped give him all them yards.
Yeah,
Najee can benefit from, even having a better quarterback sometimes. But I just feel like they don't have enough firepower on offense. Pickens is my guy. Matter of fact, lock Pickens in for plus 1.5 touchdowns this week.
Yeah,
but I think that's where I think it'll be right at 40 points. I think it'll be like a 19-20 game, man.
Yeah, it could definitely be that. One of the things I look at is okay, what's Metcalf and Lockett gonna do? If you catch them on a night where they own and where Metcalf is on, you're in trouble. There's 20 points right there.
But you can get, it depends on, like you said, just depends on which one you get. Because you be over there mad.
Yeah, there you go.
You could be not in tune in the game.
I'm just looking at everybody's time. It's time to go home, put up or shut up. So, we need your best because, and I'm thinking everybody's going to come out. That's what I'm familiar with. People at the end of the season, hey, man, no matter what's going on, you need to put something great on film.
But both these teams, I feel like, are still fighting for their playoff life. So this game is huge in every – even if the Steelers aren't fighting for the playoffs right now, I know that they can end the Seahawks – their dreams of going into the playoffs. And if Mike Tomlin can play upset King, I know he'll do that, man. So and again, they don't have I don't late in the season. I'm riding with Mike Tomlin, not taking anything away from Pete.
No,
because I know Pete. Those boys will be ready to play, and it would not surprise me if Geno comes out slinging it all over, and it'll be 30-3, and they end up running off on the plug. You see what I'm saying? But I just think that Mike Tomlin, Beijing King, is gonna have his team ready to play, baby. That's just what I believe.
Beijing King, they gonna play for him. You're right about that. Before and if this is it for him, they want to send him out right. I believe.
Boy, and if you in Pittsburgh, let's be real. I got to say this 1 second before I get out of here. If Pittsburgh finds a way to let and release this guy, and he goes on, do you know whatever team is next to get him in line is going to be getting probably, arguably, top 3, top 4 of the greatest coaches to probably ever coach of all times? Yes, he probably only have one Super Bowl. When you look at his track record, though, of winning, you know what I mean? He's never had a losing season. So
it's been stable over there for years.
I love it, man. I'm thankful that, we had and people might take it however they want, but a black quarter coaching that can come out and show that, that you can dominate and you can win year after year. So shout out to him for sure, man.
Definitely.
And don't forget, if you guys want to gamble, you can get on Caesars Sportsbook. Download the app. Put my name in, LenDale 1000. Just download the Caesars Sportsbook. Put my code in. That's LenDale, LenDale, number 1000. Let's get this money, baby. Hey, Jamie, I truly appreciate you, jumping on the show again. Hey, I have a promise for you too, though. If the 49ers make it back to the Super Bowl, you will be back on this show again.
Oh, without a doubt. Then you might as well gonna put that on your calendar, homie, because we finna come out. Listen, I said it before. We just had the knife with us last time.
Yeah.
Then we tested it out. We didn't know that. Oh, the knife don't work on them. This time we coming with the whole arsenal.
Better, because if they see my guy Lamar Eugene Jacks again, there's gonna be another one. Hey, thanks for stopping by my
already, man.
show. Hated to Love It, sponsored by our guys over at SteadyPicks, man. It's been an honor. Thank you, Jamie. Talk to you soon, brother.
All right, brother.
Yes, sir. Love, man.